Perception. Which angle of space do you see from? When you see, who do you think you are that's seeing? What label do you label yourself while you observe? Some very, 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 very important questions. Those questions will basically, in a very roundabout way, easily define your level of consciousness and your state of perception. If you see from a separate standpoint, it's like, I'm me, you're you. I'm over here, you're over there. Kind of way of viewing, then you hurt yourself and your brothers and sisters. And this isn't to shame you. This is to bring awareness. Because I've done it from this angle. For many years I didn't know that we were everything, that we're everything, that we're the all. That everything is everything. The grain of sand is everything. The sky is everything. The drop of water is everything. Everything is everything. I'm not saying that that part, that individual expression, isn't acting as a separate part. It is. But it's still the all. That is the problem with human consciousness. The idea of human separates. It separates you from your brother, you from the animals, you from the trees, you from the stream and the sand and the sky and everything. To believe in the human lie causes you to perceive your existence separate from who you really are, which is the universe. You are a being expressing yourself as this form, as these forms. You could label them a human form if you wanted to, but it doesn't make you a human. We're the universe. Easy way to figure that one out is, are we a part of everything? Are we here in this universe? Is God the all? You might have a problem with the word God. Let's change it. Is balance direct the all? Indeed. So based on our angle of viewing our existence, we will either enjoy life or suffer. This angle has suffered. Suffered much. But today I choose not to. Because I realize I have a choice. Free will is only free will if you know what's going on in the universe and you have the ability to discern and understand how energy works and where you are in relation to that energy and how to direct that energy. Because if you can't do that, or we can't do that, then we really have no free will. It's like you're forced to eat, forced to drink, forced to sleep, forced to this, forced to that. That's not really free will. So true free will is stepping beyond limitations of 3D, stepping beyond the limitations of the confinements of the idea systems of three-dimensional space, and allowing us to be the true energy potential that we really are. I choose freedom. I don't want confinement anymore. For any parts of self, for anyone, anything. It's like, really, it was like, how constructive, truly, is limiting yourself? How constructive is it? It's not. So, based on the idea systems of this now day and age reality, supposed reality, based on society, the societal imprints, we believed in confinements. Oh, I can only run so fast, I can only jump so high, I can only do this, I have to go there because I have to eat or I'll die. All this kind of stuff is confinements, ways of controlling movement. The more belief we have in those, the more slaves we are. The less belief we have in those, the more free we are. And it all comes down to standpoint. It all comes down to where in space do you view from? I view from the universal eye. And the reason why I view from there is because it allows me to be who I am, for one, and gives me the most options for movement. Therefore, less confinement. Potentially no confinement. Still working through some residual vibrational attachments, and that is okay. That's just how things are. It's not about judgment, it's just about assessment and love. Love, self-love. So it's like, because I love myself, because I know myself as the universe, I love you. If I didn't know that I was the universe, I couldn't love you, because there would be a separation idea system. And so true love is universal love. All other love, that supposed love that they talk about, isn't real love. It's attachments based on idea systems, vibrational attachments. It's like, hey Sally, I really love you. Oh, you didn't move the way I wanted, I don't love you anymore. It's never love. Never, never love. Love is true understanding of the being that you see as self. Jesus' commandments, right? Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, thy mind, thy spirit, and thy soul, and love your brother as yourself, because your brother is yourself. Just a different angle. But they're you. We're all the exact same being, expressed as many. That's the big mind F. As soon as we all realize that we're the same being, the same entity, expressed as many, then we actually work together. And then we create utopian society. Because why would we limit our brothers and sisters, ourselves, from having the best? Only someone who's silly in the mind does that. Only someone who's not paying attention to themselves doesn't honor themselves. And so it's not about judging that extension for being like that. It's about seeing the truth beyond their movement patterns, and not so much pitying yourself, because to pity yourself doesn't help, but to acknowledge the truth and see through the delusion and choose to move a different pattern. Because thinking causes movement. All thought directs movement. It's like, if you didn't think to get out of bed, you wouldn't get out of bed. You had to think first. You had to process, see the image, and then cause the movement patterns to express. I just want the best for us all. And the best for us all is for us to create a utopian society. Plain and simple. Everyone gets the best water, the best food, the best shelter, the best everything they ever want. Keep the earth clean, the air clean, everything. That's the best. Everyone gets to experience the sense perception and pleasures that we were all meant to when we created Eden, when we created the garden. When this planet, before industrialization happened, before insanity of pretend technology happened, okay, when we were actually being and expressing the divine nature that we are, that's the way I want to live. It's like, it's the difference between it's the best. How else can I explain it? It's the best. There's nothing better than living in perfect harmony with yourself, which is nature, which is the universe. There's nothing better, because by living in perfect harmony with yourself, with nature, with the universe, you allow for electricity to flow properly through your body system. And when you allow electricity to flow properly through your body system, you don't suffer at all. There's no suffering. You can't get better than no suffering. You can't get better than perfect bliss. So, now here's that some things that might have scared some egos when I just said that. His ego goes, I want perfect bliss. And the reason why the idea system said that belief system said that, is because in perfect bliss, it's not there. There is no fake entities in perfect bliss. There's real sense perception, real universe experiencing universe. There's not a bunch of fake entities. And when I say fake entities, I don't mean for any of these entities to take personal, because they're just misdirected and confused. It's like a fake entity is a belief system that isn't real. It's like basically a dog comes up to you and says, I'm a cat. And you look at the dog and you be like, obviously you're a dog. But he goes, I'm a cat, I'm a cat. That's a false belief system. That's a fake belief system. So Joe, Mary, Fred, Steve, Bill, Peter, whatever label, the human labels are all not real. Okay, here's the thing. The thing that you're labeling is still you, but the label that you're labeling it isn't. So it's not like you're not real. You are real, 100%. I'm talking to myself. I'm saying, hi, self. Hi, real. Hi, love. Hi, light. How are you doing? You just might label it as Fred or as Joe, as Bill, and because you label it as Fred or Joe or Bill or Steve or whatever, Fred or Joe or Steve or Bill has these attachments that are movement patterns that are not based on the universal knowing. It's basically like if you believe you're a slug, you'll pull yourself on the ground like a slug. But if you realize that you're an eagle and you can fly, then you'll be an eagle and you'll fly. So it's those confining idea systems that direct your movement. So the more ability you have to perceive and where you perceive from allows you to be free or not free. I wish you all amazing now and have a wonderful, glorious, beautiful day forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And I hope and I pray that you understood what I meant and that you didn't take offense, or that your ego idea system didn't take offense to that, because I'm saying hello and I love you to all parts of self. I just want us all to see from the same space so that we can move together and stop hurting ourselves. Create a beautiful future rather than living in insanity. Have a good one.